is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my Blu-ray DVD collection for 2020 and the stand-up section. So I love stand-up comedy. I watch a lot of Netflix specials and HBO specials, a lot of Comedy Central presents back in the day. So starting off, we have the best of Comedy Central presents Uncensored, featuring some of my favorites like Louis Black, Jeff Dunham, Jim Gaffigan, Mitch Hedberg, fantastic, Dimitri Martin, Carlos Mencia, Brian Regan, and Dane Cook. Also got same thing, Comedy Central presents Uncensored Part 2. David Tell, Mike Birbiglia, Frank Caliendo, Zach Galifianakis, Stephen Lynch, Patton Oswalt. Always see him on Twitter these days. Nick Swartzen and Daniel Tosh. Alright, up next, one of my favorite comedians, Bill Burr. Just hilarious. Why do I do this? There's a film I watched with him recently in it that I really liked. Oh yeah, I watched The King of Staten Island, and he was in that. He was really good in that. Bill Burr, absolutely hilarious guy. So I got that. I got Bill Burr, Let It Go, live and uncut. Alright, up next, the aforementioned Brian Regan, standing up. Yeah, good, funny guy. Really enjoy his stuff as well. Got a couple of Brian Regan DVDs and The Epitome of Hyperbole. That's a good title. Yeah, Brian Regan. Alright, up next we have Daniel Tosh. Completely serious. Yeah, really scathing and funny guy. If you watch Tosh.0, which I think got canceled recently for reasons. But yeah, he's a funny dude. Then we have Daniel Tosh, Happy Thoughts, good stuff. Alright, up next we have Dennis Leary, 2-disc comedy sets. Yeah, fantastic. I'm a big fan of Dennis Leary. No Cure for Cancer is especially great. I remember listening to that. This is like really one of the first comedians that I would listen to and watch. And he's great in movies and stuff. Alright, up next we have a couple of Kevin Smith DVDs. I've mentioned before, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Him as a storyteller, especially. I mean, the guy never shuts up, but he tells great stories about his time in Hollywood, of course, and all the podcasts he does. I still watch his like weekly Fat Man Beyond podcast that he does with Mark Bernardin. But an evening with Kevin Smith, him doing like college tours, talking, really good stuff. So I have the first one, and I also got the second one here. Kevin Smith, an evening with Kevin Smith 2, Evening Harder, 2-disc set. Yeah, still great stuff. I know there's a third one that I haven't got yet, and there's also the one where he basically, the night that he filmed his Silent But Deadly, it's called. That's the night he had his heart attack that he almost died from. If you know Kevin Smith, you know that story because he tells it a lot. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Kevin Smith. The person he's become over the years and the storyteller he is. I just love his takes and opinions on pop culture and superhero stuff, Marvel and Star Wars, everything about Kevin Smith. And I'm really looking forward to his He-Man Masters of the Universe Netflix show coming out next year. Anyway, moving on. Frank Caliendo, all over the place. Yeah, great guy at impersonations. Really enjoy his stuff. And then up next we have Jeff Dunham, Arguing with Myself. Yeah, really great fun ventriloquist, but funny as well. All his great puppets are fantastic. Alright guys, moving on, we have some more Jeff Dunham, Spark of Insanity, really good stuff. Then we have Jeff Dunham, Controlled Chaos. And then last but not least, we have Jeff Dunham, Minding the Monsters. Yeah, really good, funny stuff. Alright, up next we have Jerry Seinfeld, I'm Telling You for the Last Time, live on Broadway. Of course, I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, one of my all-time favorite sitcoms. I still rewatch it pretty much every week. Yeah, and this is sort of wrapping up his stand-up from the 80s and 90s. I saw his recent Netflix comedy special as well a couple months ago. I didn't love it as much as like some of his early stuff, and some of the stuff he did post Seinfeld, especially when he would appear on like Letterman and Leno and that kind of stuff. Alright, up next we have Jim Gaffigan, Beyond the Pale. Big fan of Jim Gaffigan's stuff. I had a chance to go see him a couple years ago, but my dad passed away right before that, and so I couldn't go. Very sad for me. But yeah, I was gonna go see Jim Gaffigan at one point. King Baby, really good as well. Loves talking about food, especially, and I love all those things, like his take on the Hot Pockets and McDonald's and bacon and stuff like that. Mr. Universe, Jim Gaffigan. I know he's done a couple more. I need to get some more Jim Gaffigan. Obsessed, again, Jim Gaffigan, and I like his TV show he did for a couple years, the Jim Gaffigan Show. I think I have the first season. Alright, up next we have Kathleen Madigan. In Other Words, yeah, really good comic as well. Talks a lot about Midwestern stuff. She's like from Missouri, and really funny as well. I like her a lot. She reminds me of if Emma Stone grew up to be a comedian, this is who she would be, Kathleen Madigan. That's my take on Kathleen Madigan and Emma Stone. So Kathleen Madigan, again, Gone Madigan. And another one, Kathleen Madigan, again, was it just again? Yeah, just one again. Yeah, really good. Like her stuff a lot. And she's often associated with Louie Black. They do a lot of stuff together. Louie Black, absolutely hilarious. Black on Broadway. Really great political comedian. His delivery is very unique and really funny. What he does with his hands, and just a really great, hilarious guy. Louie Black, Red, White, and Screwed. A lot of this stuff was based on George Bush at the time. I haven't really heard from him recently. Louie Black's Root of All Evil, Uncensored. This was a Comedy Central show he did, sort of taking weird topics and doing verses type stuff. Let's see, we have Donald Trump versus Viagra, Kim Jong-il versus Tila Tequila, shit like that. Then we have Louie Black, Stark Raving Black, really good stuff as well. And then Louie Black, In God We Rest. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really heard from him recently. Up next we have Louie Ck. Poor Louie. Yeah, One Night Stand, one of his early specials. Still a really funny guy. I mean, despite what he did, and he makes fun of it in his comedy too, which is weird. When you see what the type of stuff he did. I mean, let's move on. Louie C.K., Shameless, Bobby Not Anymore. Louie C.K., Chewed Up. Louie C.K., hilarious. Yeah, I mean, despite what happened with the Me Too movement and what Kevin Spacey and other people and Louie C.K., I'm still not going to like throw out my movies or DVDs that they starred in. That's just never going to happen. I like to separate the art from the human being. Otherwise, I wouldn't own any Mel Gibson films, or who knows who else you could talk about. Nobody's perfect. But the art and the entertainment they produce, that's what I'm here for. Alright, last but not least, we have Will Ferrell, You're Welcome America, a final night with George W. Bush. I mean, of course, Will Ferrell doing his best W. Yeah, really good fun stuff. So that is my stand-up section. I need to get more. I mean, there's some like newer comedies or comedians that I like, I guess, and a lot of these comedians have more specials out that I haven't picked up yet. But there you have it. So that is stand-up. Up next will be superhero, one of my popular categories, that's for sure. A section that's really exploded over the past decade, that's for sure. So thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you.
Bond. James Bond.